is everyone?
It's homecoming week. No one goes to class. Hashtag duh.
So why are you here?
I drew the short straw. I'm getting the notes for everyone else at the rally. Hashtag bad luck. Hashtag can we get out early?
Well, I guess the odds weren't in your favor.
Hashtag lame. Hashtag not funny. Hashtag Starbucks.
Anyway, today we're going to be talking about parallel lines that are cut by a transversal. We've discovered earlier how there are four angles created when two lines are intersecting. But what would happen if another line was parallel to one of the first? What would be created? Anyone? Anyone at all?
What about this?
I'm here all day. Okay, I see the confused look on your face. What is confusing you?
What's with all the squiggles?
Squiggles? Oh, those squiggles. They're called Greek letters.
I thought this was math class. Hashtag when did math become a foreign language? Hashtag I'm already confused.
Those squiggles, I mean Greek letters, are there to show you which angles are which. How about this?
Oh, so that's 1 degree. The other angle's 2 degrees. Wait, I thought they added up to 180 degrees because those angles were a linear pair.
They do equal 180 degrees. They are just there so we can focus on one number instead of going with the three-letter approach to naming angles. Unless you really want me to do that.
Nope, nobody, nope. I just want to get this over with. Hashtag what time does class get done?
If we have two lines that are parallel. Hashtag railroad tracks. Hashtag those double yellow lines in the middle of the road that tell you that you should not be passing.
Oh, okay. Hashtag got it. Hashtag maybe I'm actually smart.
If we have two lines that are parallel and they are intersected by a transversal, we get 8 angles that are created. Several pairs that are unique can also be created. First, there are corresponding angles. Those are the angles in the top left-hand corners of both intersections. They are also the top right-hand corners, the bottom left-hand corners, and the bottom right-hand corners. Those corresponding angles are congruent if the two lines are parallel.
I think I got it, but just in case, could you start from the top and put it in terms I understand? Hashtag I'm kinda slow.
Hashtag 1 and 5, hashtag 2 and 6, hashtag 3 and 7, hashtag 4 and 8, hashtag congruent, hashtag special, hashtag angle pairs, hashtag corresponding angles, hashtag only if lines are parallel.
Ooh, got it. Any more stuff? Hashtag can I go yet?
Okay, let's try it their way. Hashtag you've got to be kidding me. Hashtag college education classes never prepared me for this. Hashtag 3 and 6, hashtag 4 and 5, hashtag congruent, hashtag only if lines are parallel, hashtag special, hashtag angle pairs, hashtag alternate interior angles.
Now you're speaking my language. Hashtag no foreign language dictionary anymore.
Hashtag 1 and 8, hashtag 2 and 7, hashtag congruent, hashtag only if lines are parallel, hashtag special, hashtag angle pairs, hashtag alternate exterior angles.
All those hashtag special, hashtag angle pairs can't just be hashtag congruent, can they? Hashtag thinking outside the box, hashtag box is bigger on the inside, hashtag November 23rd, 2013, hashtag bow ties are cool.
Good observation. There is one set of angle pairs that are actually supplementary. Hashtag 3 and 5, hashtag 4 and 6, hashtag supplementary, hashtag only if lines are parallel, hashtag special, hashtag angle pairs, hashtag same side interior angles.
Sweet. Hashtag any more?
No. We're done for the day.
Hey guys. Hashtag you sound ridiculous.